welcome back to my channel. So I wasn't really planning to do this today, but there's something I want to talk about because I believe it's becoming a trend, and I just feel like it's not too right because they are not everybody's able to assimilate the information or to understand how you're trying to put it out there. So it's better we talk about it. But meanwhile, you know we're already in spring, right? So today the weather is so beautiful. In fact, I woke up feeling refreshed. I had to make myself go out this morning. She just go and vibrate. So I could just feel the weather. The weather is really beautiful. For the first time in a long time, I didn't have to wear my winter jacket out, and it was so nice. Like, it was so nice. I love the weather. Like, I've always been coming to the UK, but usually during winter. So after winter, like, oh, why we're still in winter, I go back home. So this is my first time of really experiencing spring here, and it's been good. So cheers to a good weather. So like I told you, there's something that people have been talking about, and I want us to talk about it because becoming a trend. I feel like you're injecting virus into people's mind not to travel abroad while you yourself, you're here. So the question is, why? People come up with all sorts of talk, accommodation, cost of living, taxes, and all of that. So let's have this conversation, and I really want to hear your thoughts, like what you think about this. Is it right or is it wrong? Or I'm the one who's just thinking too much? So let's talk about it. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amaka, but you can call me Miss Mikey. If it's your first time I've seen my channel, please do want to subscribe because I can assure you that this page is fun, and if you're a returning subscriber, you already know I appreciate you. Let's get back to our gist. So I've been seeing people say that do you know I paid £650 cost of accommodation. Oh, I'm sorry, I had to use Nigeria. The cost in Nigeria is, I think, like almost, I don't know, like really expensive. And just for a one bedroom, oh, I've not paid my tax, I've not paid my bill, I've not paid my, I'm like, okay, yes. Now, do you know that the assumption is like, make this person so rich, she can pay this amount of money. Auntie. But now, why are you lying? Not like you're lying per se, but like, why are you making people feel like you're too rich, it's not easy, you know, it's not for the soft-hearted, blah 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 and all that? No. Have you also asked the person that if you're able to pay that amount of money, where did you get money? It's not the job you're doing, because obviously you're working, you're getting paid, and whatever you're earning is enough to foot your bill for you to be able to pay 650 for just a single room. Yeah, because I see comments mostly on Instagram. People's like, that's too much. I'd rather remain in my Nigeria. So like the other day, someone told me she wanted to come and school in the UK, but her auntie made her understand that cost of living was really expensive and all of that. And I'm like, okay, it's expensive, but it's other people's children that are doing this thing. How did they do it? That's why there's something called study and work in the UK. You're not only coming here to come and dash them £20,000, £10,000. You're going to work. You're working, you're earning. And the good news is that the NHS has made it easy for people who are working with them to work extra hours beyond 20 hours. That means you earn more money. You earn more money, yes. So it's not that you're just coming to pay your school fees, study, and go back. You pay your school fees, yes, your hard-earned money, and you still work and earn that money back before you, even if you don't get retained for any permanent job, you still earn the money back to be able to cover up the expenses you made before coming and while you're in the UK. Now you see some people tell you that their tuition fee was like £15,000, and then you now press your calculator. £10,000 currently is about 7,800,000, 7.8 million. So another 5,000, like 3 point something million. So that's 10,000. You'd be like, 10,000 and then you'd be like 10 million. Like, where am I supposed to get that money? If they are doing it, then there's a way for you to do it. The only thing is find your way to the United Kingdom, and every other thing will take care of itself. Yes, every other thing will take care of itself. Be able to put your first foot forward, and the rest is history. You work and you pay. Now the fact that somebody came and told you, I paid £1,000 for rent. Oh, I did my grocery shopping for 500 every month. You know, I spend up to 2,000, 1.6 million. Uncle, You're too rich. You're too rich. Like, you have so much more. Why not to give away if you have that kind of money? Tell them the truth that the work, as they work, they earn, and whatever they are earning is sufficient to take care of their bills, their accommodation, their expenses, and their luxurious lifestyle. That's if you're someone who likes luxury. Not tell them that, it's not for the soft-hearted, or I be the faint-hearted, I be the soft-hearted, however they say it's for everybody. Anybody can do it. You also ask yourself that person is trying to inject virus for you to see abroad, like it's so difficult, or it's something that you can't do. Why is the person still there? No, why is the person still in that country? Why don't you go back to your own country? Yes, if it's so difficult, why are you still living there? Why don't you want other people to come and experience it for themselves? And if you ask me, experience, they say, is the better teacher. Now let me share my experience with you. Right, before I came to this country, do you know people who were here? Do you know the way they make you feel like, do you know how many jeans I wear under my trouser to be able to walk under the cold? Do you think that is easy? When you're abroad, you don't have time to go and see your friends. You don't do this, you don't do that. When I came, my sister, parade has changed, your story has changed. I saw things for myself. At least the person in my household is working. My neighbors are working. I interact with them, and I see them at home sometimes with their family, have family time. How did that happen? Why is your own case different? Now let me explain something to you that they don't tell you. Now, let's start with the nurses. The nurses, sometimes they work 3 times in a week, 4 times in a week. And if you want to do extra shift, you can take 1 in a week. That's like, let's say, 4 or 5 times in a week. And some people, they are only such that they work either Monday to Friday, and then they have weekends for themselves. Some people, maybe they work weekends, and within the week, they have time for themselves. Now, such a person, you want to tell me that you don't have time to do other things, or you don't have time for children or for family and friends. That's not true. You have time for family and friends. Now, don't get it twisted. People who say, I do 2 or 3 jobs, maybe it's because you're doing other type of jobs and not the professional kind of job. Because if you're doing professional kind of job, you know, you have your rota, which comes out like for every 6 months, so you literally know what you're going to do for the next 6 months. But if you're doing every other kind of menial job, that's the word, menial job, you have to do this job, you have to do that job, and most of these jobs are not pensionable. Unlike people who are doing, the professionals who are doing better job, they are pensionable. If they are sick, they are still paid. If they are on maternity, they are paid. But these other jobs, they don't pay you. Yes, because they are menial jobs, and you choose that for yourself. But don't forget that everybody is different. If I choose to do the professional job, I'm settled. I've planned my life. I know how much I'm earning. I know what my life is going to be. At least when I retire, I'm still going to get money. But you that you're doing those kind of jobs, when you retire, there's no pension literally coming in. When you're sick, you don't get paid. But when the person who's doing a professional job is ill, the person gets paid. Now that's the difference. So you have to choose what works for you and what you want. People who do all that job, they want to earn, you know, fast. They're doing this other job that most and they even pay you cash in your hand, so like it's not really taxed and other things. But people who are paid like the right way, you know, everything is laid out in the books. So choose wisely. So that's a difference, professional and other kind of jobs. So choose what you want and what works for you. Not like telling people that you have to do 2 jobs to survive. Who said so, please? In my house, we're not doing 2 jobs to survive. We're doing just 1 job, and we are surviving just right. Now, if you compare where we are coming from in Nigeria, the kind of job we're doing, what we're earning, and here's far better. In Nigeria, let's say for example, even give and take, you're in like 700,000, like, oh, so much money. And like 700,000, you pay house rent, you do feeding, you buy fuel, you buy gas and all of that. How much do you save in a month? But here, how much do you save every month? Sorry for that interruption, my daughter needed my attention. So obviously here you save more. Do you get? So that's why we all choose to work and live abroad. So please don't let people make you feel that, oh, abroad is different, abroad is so hard. It's not hard, it's doable. Yes, the system here is work. But you work, and you have time for other things. And you have time to earn more money and send back home to people who need it. You have time to do more investment back in your country. That's the truth. So please, filter the kind of information you take. Don't just take everything into your head, man, and then, you know, it messes with your mind, and next thing you're finding it difficult to make a decision. Please talk to different people and choose the kind of information you decide to take in. Not everything you see out there is true, but not everything you see out there is the way the tip is. People are just telling you things. Sometimes you just say things for saying things, but it's not like that. Please don't be discouraged. Do not be discouraged. And People say that you know, when you're abroad you don't have time to go and see. Sometimes I go and see my friend, I see the person once in 8 months. It is your decision. It is your decision. And moreover, my mom still go and see the person. Is it by force? Can't you guys talk on phone? And when it's important, you guys, if you have family and you have all of that, and you know you have things to do, you can phrase this hello on the phone, and when you have time, or when there's a need for it, before you see the person or your colleagues at work, you see them. Is that not sufficient? So please, when you're bringing out information to the general public, don't try to mess with, because I know a couple of people like that. It messed with my own mind when I was in Nigeria. I had a different mindset as to what life abroad is. You know, they tell you about council tax, they tell you about, they pay for phone bill, they pay for this, they pay for that. But it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Do you know you can stay in a comfortable place, like a nice place? Not high brow areas, or like a very nice school and camp area that is family friendly, and still pay those accommodation and bills. You can still pay like £1,000 in a month. Yes, they do not tell you that. They make you feel like, please, do you know there are some people that even pay 450 for 2 rooms, 500 for 2 rooms, 700 for 3 rooms. Yes, and still they're in good areas. Filter the kind of information that you take in. Unfortunately, I have to cut this video short. We might continue another time because I have to attend to some other things. But please, please, please share this information to people that you feel that they need to hear this, so that people stop injecting virus. Enough of that. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Let's tell people how it is. And sometimes you too, you need to experience things for yourself, and don't be assuming. And don't forget to watch my other videos and subscribe to my channel. I remain your girl, Miss Maki, and I'm always going to be here to drop better and good information for you. And I'm always going to tell you the truth, whether you like it or not. Yes, subscribe to my channel. See you guys later.